Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, the South Carolina State Fair is now drive-through. How are vendors handling the change? As we begin to approach the holidays, shopping at 5 Points is different this year with COVID precautions in place. But first, South Carolina is breaking records with the election only weeks away. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello, and welcome to Carolina Insider. I'm Olivia, Countess. Our top story today, with 2 weeks until Election Day, South Carolina is breaking records for the number of absentee ballots cast. This week, the official number of early votes passed 535,000. That's up nearly 80% compared to the 2016 general election. According to the State Election Commission, mail-in voting is the main cause of this spike. Many people voting by mail believe it's a safer option for those looking to avoid coronavirus. According to the Election Commission, the state is set to have close to 1 million ballots cast before Election Day, smashing previous records. In other state news, South Carolina's first responders will not be getting the same mental health support they got this year. The $500,000 normally set aside to fund a mental health insurance policy is being cut from the budget. In September, the South Carolina House decided to reuse last year's budget instead of making a new plan, and that old plan did not contain the new help. The money is usually divided in half between the Firefighters Association and the State Law Enforcement Division. COVID-19 cases are spiking in schools around the state. At the university level, more than 4,000 Clemson students have been infected. That's according to the school's dashboard, but there's no report on how many of those are active cases. Here at USC, we have 22 students and faculty members with active COVID cases. Cases are also climbing in K-12 students. According to the SC Department of Health, more than 148 students have tested positive this week, pushing the total over 1,000. In recent weeks, there's been a lot of attention paid to USC students causing spread of coronavirus in the Columbia community. There's been less attention paid to their positive impact, especially on local businesses and 5 Points. Is it safe to shop there? Since the start of the pandemic, some boutiques are seeing online sales increase, but for those still shopping inside the store, masks are required for shoppers and employees. Employees have also made other changes such as social distancing, capacity guidelines, and providing masks for customers.
I think they feel pretty safe, like we do our best, keep our distance, and do everything we can to make them feel comfortable.
A recent study by Morning Consult shows that comfort level within shopping stores is on the rise. With consumer confidence growing, shop owners we talk to hope their businesses can get back to pre-COVID numbers soon. 5 Points isn't the only area facing major changes. Trey Martin is on Main Street to tell us how restaurants are bringing music back to the city.
I'm Trey Martin here at the main course in downtown Columbia, where live music has been happening all week. Now, since early September, Richland County has allowed restaurants to remain open while operating with a face mask mandate. This has given the opportunity to local musicians to get back out into the field after a summer of silence. Before COVID-19, a survey by the Music Industry Investigative Report stated that less than 20% of musicians were able to pay their bills each month. Live music is an essential revenue stream for these musicians. Marketing experts say that live music is all about the culture, and restaurants around the community want to give musicians the opportunities they deserve this fall.
It's about embracing not only just, food and the culture behind it, but it's also music just brings another texture to it.
Now, restaurants in the Main Street area are looking to offer live music every day of the week. So next time you're around, be sure to listen out for some of your favorite tunes. For Carolina Insider, I'm Trey Martin.
Music and great scenery isn't the only thing that Soda City has to offer. The State Fair is back in town with a different look. In today's Soda City scene, we hear from Danielle Reeder. Danielle?
Thanks, Olivia. For some people, the State Fair is all about food, rides, games, and enjoyment. But for others, it's all about making a dollar. Vendors have been hit hard by COVID-19 and rely on the income from the fair to support themselves. Some vendors make at least 2/3 of their income by participating in fairs. With the last State Fair appearance being in Miami this past March, many had to turn to receiving unemployment or even getting another job. Vendors at the State Fair told me that they're grateful to get the opportunity to gain some income this week and are ready to share some smiles with Columbia. The State Fair will be run until Saturday and will operate from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Back to you in the studio, Olivia.
Thanks, Danielle. Finally today, with Halloween right around the corner, you're never too old to celebrate. Boo at the Zoo will be held in person starting tonight and will continue to next Friday. The event will feature a live DJ, games, rides, and trick-or-treating. The Riverbanks Zoo requires all volunteers and guests to wear face masks and practice social distancing. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a production in the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here on Wednesday.